Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. If you guys have a Mazda, any Mazda vehicle guys, gasoline, petrol engine guys, and you have a code P0300 random misfire, stay with us guys, we'll show you how to fix that. It's super simple, not very complicated. We'll guys have more than 200 videos on every vehicle we get at the shop. We'll be taking them completely apart, show you how to fix things. Why? Because our mission guys is to save you as much money as we can. Please guys, subscribe to the channel, like the video and drop a comment below in return. So let's go ahead and start on it and show you how to fix that P0300 code now. So I'm inside this Mazda guys, and we'll have quite a few videos on this channel, Electrical Car Repair Live. As you can see, engine light is on, so car was running really good and in low RPMs, under very minimum load. Okay, you can see it revs up nice. No misfire detected here, but when I'm on the highway and I try to pass somebody or accelerate from a stop sign and press the gas pedal more, the car starts shaking and misfiring. And we'll show you guys what two possibilities for that could be. We have the computer connected here. That computer works on any car, not just Mazda. Check it out guys, it will be listed in the description of the video below. And we have a code P0300, okay, right there, and it says random misfire detected. So we'll guys go ahead, show you what are the two possibilities and how to fix that. So let's start on it now. So reason number one guys for Mazda to misfire sometimes, it's if they have water in the gas tank guys. And that means every time you get the gas at the gas station, sometimes from condensation you get small amounts, drops of water that eventually will accumulate. They'll get stuck in the fuel injectors and the car will start misfiring. The injectors will still work but under load, okay, when they need more fuel they'll be lacking fuel. And as a result guys, okay, that will be catastrophic guys. You will get a cold, the car will be losing power. And what we use guys, we use that heat, okay, heat additive right here. This is amazing guys, it's gas line and water remover, very inexpensive. Check it out, listed guys in the description of the video below. All that will be there. Now let's go to the second reason. So the second reason guys for the misfire on Mazda guys, Mazdas are very picky about spark plugs. Okay, spark plugs that are wore out or old spark plugs will start, okay, not working correctly when they get hot and when they're under load. So that could be one thing guys. Like this engine here, okay, most of the Mazda engines, especially the new ones and the Skyactivs and the one with the variable timing, they're super picky. And turbo engines as well. So if the spark plug gap is off, that will happen guys. And in your menu, usually for your Mazda, you'll be able to find the spark plug number if you need to order some, and you can check out in the description of the video below to see where we order ours, and you can check the gap. The gap for ours is a 2.3 turbo engine, it's 0.6 to 0.7 millimeters. The gap, okay, for the 2.5 engine is 125 to 135, so that's quite a bit of a difference, double the gap you can see. So what we'll do now guys, okay, we're going to go ahead, replace the spark plugs with new ones, set the gap and see if that fixes the problem. So usually guys, most Mazdas you can access the ignition coils, okay, and the spark plugs on the 4 cylinders without any problems. However, we have the intercooler because we have a turbo engine here, so we'll remove the intercooler guys and we'll proceed with the next step now. Okay, so in our case we just have 3 nuts. As I said, most of you will not have intercooler, but in case you have one, we'll explain guys, okay, what needs to be done here. So we need to get a deeper socket probably here to get the nut loose. Okay, let's see if it's going to do it. Perfect, and we have one stuck in the back. Also, we'll need to disconnect some hoses. This is the intake hose here. One more hose right there and one towards the back. So just one more nut there. Okay, perfect. Now we'll need to get some pliers guys so we can disconnect the hoses, and we need to get a 10 millimeter for, okay, this clamp here. And then we just have one more on the back. So getting the second clamp loose now. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to disconnect this. No, we need to disconnect, yeah, both hoses, this one and this one in our case. Okay, this one actually came loose from the back side there. So we need to see, this one was a loose hose there. Okay, perfect. Now we can go ahead. Okay, this thing needs to get loose more. That thing is too tight, and as a result, it won't come out. Okay, and now we can get to the spark plugs, guys. Okay, and we can get they're right under the ignition coil, so we'll remove them and show you how to replace them now. You have to be, guys, careful not to burn yourself, because if you drove the car, the engine will be extremely hot, especially around exhaust, cooler pipes and metal parts. It could be very hot. So usually you have to disconnect the wires for the ignition coils. Most of the time it's okay, you just press down here, pull out. That's what we did to the previous two, okay, and all of them are disconnected. So we'll remove the ignition coils. Okay, we'll show you how to do that on two. The rest of the two are the same way. Get the bolt loose and pull the ignition coils out. Okay. We'll get a spark plug wrench. All that will be listed in the description of the video below. It's a special wrench with a rubber insert that will catch the spark plug when we get it loose. Also, it's important how you get them tight. Stay with us, we will explain what needs to be done later. So we'll pull those out. Even though the car has only 93,000 miles, okay, probably they're wore out. We'll check now and see. So those are, guys, the spark plug, and the gap looks pretty big to me. We'll remove the second one the same way with the spark plug socket. And you always, guys, have to replace with spark plugs that the manual says, otherwise those engines are super picky and cheap spark plugs can throw codes as well. Okay, second one out. So we remove two, the other two are the same way. Okay, you can see this spark plug is broken, guys. Okay, this spark plug is broken, and that's what was causing probably our misfire as well. So you can see that thing cracked. Always get good quality plugs, because if you have bad plugs, okay, or cheap plugs sometimes, or plugs not made for your car and the same temperature index, okay, those are the original Ford Motorcraft, those are the aftermarket cheap ones, your car will run really poor. So we'll get a new spark plug, guys, okay, and we're going to install it now. Getting this tight, okay, you need to use a torque wrench, guys. So you always need to use a torque wrench to get them tight. You need to find a specific torque specs for your vehicle, so that way, guys, okay, you don't cause any damage to the thread. So we'll install the spark plugs, go everything back in reverse order we took it apart. If you want to see the torque specs and all that stuff, it will be on the channel. We'll explain what needs to be done. So we have the torque wrench here for our specific engine. It says that the torque specs is between 10 and 14 Newton meters. So we'll have ours, okay, we have ours set at 12 Newton meters right in the middle. So we'll go ahead, get it tight. It's a click type wrench, so when we reach the torque, it's going to click and you need to stop immediately. Listen now. That's it. Now the other one. Perfect. So we'll do that for the rest, put it together and see, guys, if that fixes our problem now. So we're inside that Mazda now, guys. We're going to delete the codes, okay? After that, we're going to take it for a test drive and see if that will fix our problem. So we'll turn the ignition on, and we're going to click erase codes. Ignition on, engine off. We confirm yes, yes, and now guys, okay, we can see codes have been successfully erased, so this is great. Now what I want to do quick, okay, let me see here. You can actually see quite a few parameters here for your vehicle. You can actually see the misfire count usually as well, so you can guys start the car and see if the misfire count is correct, everything. But what I'll do, okay, I'm going to go ahead, take it for a test drive, okay, and we'll see if that will fix our problem, guys. Hopefully it does. So stay with us and we'll see how it's going to take care of our problem. And if I start the car, okay, engine light is not on. Okay guys, so we've been test driving it for a while now. Absolutely, okay, absolutely no problems, no misfire. I'm going to show you guys how it accelerates. So far guys, it runs really good, it runs amazing. So let's see how it's going to take off from that stop sign now here, and see if it's going to misfire while it's accelerating under load, because that's usually when things show more. So far guys, nothing. So definitely guys, that fixed our problem. Hopefully guys, the video will be helpful to some of you. Spark plugs was the reason for our misfire. We explain what else it could be. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos, and see you guys next time.